You don't get to manufacture it.
Yeah. All right. Hello and welcome to the MegaMonsterCast, where this time I'm going to remember to introduce us. I am Nick. With me are Alex and Josh.
Hello there.
Anne Hathaway's a monster.
You ruined it.
And this is a special episode. We're going to be talking about what, for a very long time, was the last Dragon Ball movie.
Oh wow, yeah, this was the last Dragon Ball Z movie, wasn't it?
Mhm.
Yep, right before Resurrection of F.
Battle of Gods,
Yeah, Battle Gods.
Battle of Gods, yeah.
or Let's Go Son Goku.
I think that one was a special than a movie.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, there were several specials, but I think this was the last movie in that era.
Yeah, that's fair.
So that special is like 20 minutes long or something. It's not very long.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is an interesting movie. We watched Wrath of the Dragon.
Wrath the Dragon.
Dragon.
Dragon Ball.
God, the movies are just not written the way the show was.
No.
God,
mean better?
This one intentionally so. Like, this feels different than the rest of the movies.
I don't know, man. Some of the like I think it was the first Broly movie where Vegeta just like straight up quits and just cowers.
Yeah.
Like that one felt weird too.
That's fair. This one is like one of the first ones though that isn't like a direct reference to a different arc. Like the Turles movie is just like a riff on the Saiyan saga.
But we
Lord Slug is
do
just
get
a riff on
confirmation
King
in
Koopa.
this. We kind of get a confirmation in this that for like an arc, though, the Android arc.
Yeah,
or the Cell arc.
yeah. I mean, like, but
that almost leads me to believe that this is the future Trunks timeline.
Except it can't be because
it has to be.
No, but it can't be because Goten wasn't alive in that universe. Goku dies before he can.
No, yeah, you're right.
So this
can't
has
be
to take
it can't
place.
Be that dimension.
Yep,
this is Universe 6's Trunks.
Sure, why not?
Prove me.
Yeah, so
because our Trunks never gets the sword.
I mean, he gets the sword in this movie and then he loses it.
Playing around.
How unceremonious.
Lost it out there in the wild.
How Goku of him.
Yep. No, he like really cared about Tapion for like a couple months after this movie ended, and then like he was just playing around with the sword in the woods with Goten. He accidentally dropped it somewhere, they couldn't find it, and he just gave up on looking for it.
He broke it, a Kai came out of it, he's like, ah, god damn, another one.
Not again.
Yep. This time it was a woman, she puked in his mouth.
And it all comes back around.
Terrible.
Yep. No,
you mean terrible?
Just terrible.
So this movie starts with what we're eventually shown to be a flashback of a child being killed by a kaiju.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Oh man, does it just get squished?
Oh yeah.
Makes me feel good.
So, based on things that happen later in this movie, like, I'm curious how this scene works because I think.
Oh, I could explain it to you.
Okay, go for it.
I think what happens here is like Tapion, he loses control of the lower half, and it just squishes him.
Yeah. But my question is, how did they get the box
open? Because they were both in separate boxes, right?
Yeah, but they couldn't open the Tapion one. I'm wondering how they opened his brother's box.
I feel like his brother was just weaker and just couldn't hold on.
Fair.
is it stated that Tapion is the reason why the box can't be opened? Like he's in control over that aspect too?
I
It
don't
felt like
remember
he
that.
was just sealed away.
I think it is supposed to be a magical seal. I
I'm
just
gonna,
feel like maybe this warlock wasn't enough.
I was gonna say, I wonder if like the world that his brother wound up on also had Dragon Balls.
Or something of similar power.
Mhm.
Watch it be Namek.
Yeah, that Namek's been destroyed again.
Yeah. God, they just can't catch a break, can they?
Well, we got to use our Dragon Balls so that they can use their Dragon Balls. It's a whole fucking
Yeah,
debacle.
we got to do the whole rigmarole again.
Yep,
A whole nother movie.
yep. And then we scary laughter now for Earth, and then we
Ooh.
get an opening sequence that I just wrote down. Opening sequence definitely gave someone out there a seizure.
I watched this at night, like all my lights were off. I got sick.
Yeah,
Believe it.
that was real bad.
Yep.
I forgot about it.
Like I don't
And then
get.
the flame effect after it looks so dated.
Yep.
It
Oh,
looks
just
like something from Windows Media Player from the 90s.
just still looks better than what I posted. Posted
Uh,
a Vegeta special
so
for you guys.
do you guys know when this movie was released?
I don't off the top of my head, no.
July 15th, 1995.
Wow.
That was almost my birthday.
Yeah.
That was almost our birthday.
Yeah, that was July 15th, 1995. That was
I would have been almost 2.
yep.
Yeah, you youngin. I was 3.
God, that was 30, almost 30 years ago.
Mhm. Yeah, it's interesting to it's interesting to look at this movie under the lens of just how long ago it was released because like a
Yeah,
lot of the
right.
stuff most of the stuff that we've watched for this show has been released within the last like 10 years. Most of it, not all of it. We've had some movies that have been released before, but this is the first like animated project we've watched that is that old.
That's
Wow, this
true.
is the oldest animated.
We've watched
No way.
Yeah.
because we've only
Huh.
watched 4 things that were animated. We watched Kaiju number 8, Chainsaw Man, Ultraman Rising, and this.
Yeah. Wow.
Just wait till we get back to Gunhead,
The animated version.
We
the
couldn't
game.
find. I was gonna
The
say we couldn't find.
game. Oh God.
There's also a short film that's a sequel to Gunhead.
Oh, that's right. You told me about that.
Yeah,
You are shitting me.
it was released like 2 years ago.
You are shitting me.
Nope.
So with that,
Why?
with
Do you
that,
think it explains the mouth? Nope.
nope. With that ominous element looming in the background for the rest of this.
Wow. So I'm so unhappy.
Yep.
Turns out we're gonna watch that for an episode.
I'm so unhappy.
If I can find it, yes, we are. But yeah.
I'd
So
rather
then,
watch that North Korean propaganda film at this point.
yep. So then we cut to a car chase. I like that this gang does not look like it should be a gang. This is 3 dudes from 3 separate gangs that just all happened to be together at the time.
Yeah, they're basically all 3 bros that got separated at like college after they were like buds through high school.
This is just straight up like us in GTA.
100%. Oh my God, that is totally true. Just an eclectic, just cluster of people.
I'm clearly the one in the suit.
Yeah, okay, buddy. You can calm right down.
All right. So, here's okay. I have my first like actual, well, not. So I have a question about what happens next. So we get the Great Saiyaman and Great Saiyaman
Oh,
Mark II.
no. They're just Saiyaman. They're
We
not
get
great in
yeah, that's
this.
fair.
I don't know
We
why
get
they're I don't know why they're not great, but they're not
yeah.
great.
Question.
I haven't earned it yet.
Why is
Okay.
Gohan not wearing the helmet? He couldn't wear the helmet for the tournament. That's why he wore the head wrap and the sunglasses. He's not in a tournament. Why is he not wearing the helmet?
Because he
Because the
looks
writers
so
forgot.
cool.
Yep. I was gonna say like this 100% like they forgot that he had a helmet.
Yes.
Well, I
they
think they kind of mention it, like once he gets back to class, they're like, "Gohan, we already know who you are."
Oh yeah, no, like all of his classmates know that he is Saiyaman.
So I don't think he's like really trying to hide it as much now.
Well,
Uh-huh.
I mean, Videl answers a fucking speakerphone call as Saiyaman 2 in the
Yep.
middle of the class. Like, there's no secrecy being had here.
Also, did you guys notice the guy sitting next to her while she was answering the call?
It's just
Yeah, no, he is straight up
drooling.
drooling, staring at her.
Are you serious? I missed
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, no, it's like super obvious. He is drooling, staring at her while she is answering this call.
He's very
Oh,
much high as well.
Yep. No, he is super high and he thinks that she's hot. And he just like, uh,
yeah.
pretty.
What is that
He,
dopey ass expression? No shit.
she didn't
Yep.
even get a call. She just like faked one. It's like, I need to get out of here.
Yep.
And I'm leaving.
Yeah. If you come into your classroom, sit down, and the dude sitting next to you just turns like, and like clear drool is running down his face, you get out of there fast. You get out.
You say, I'll have what he's having.
Yep. Uh, I also love so they have to come up with an excuse for getting out of the class. Uh, Gohan had just gone to the bathroom. He gets back in. It's less than 3 minutes later. He's like, I need to go to the bathroom again. Really? Yeah.
You just got here. Is what I think is said.
Yeah. And he's like, I ate a bad frog yesterday, and I gotta go to the bathroom.
Oh, that sounds so good, actually.
So here's my thing.
Did you watch this subbed or dubbed?
I watched it subbed.
Yeah, it's only subbed on.
Was it different dubbed?
Yeah, that is not how that went down in the
Oh,
dub.
cool. What happened to the
Or
dub?
So in the dubbed here, I need to turn my volume back on a little bit, make sure I get it right. Like they didn't come back from the bathroom. They just went to class for the first time then.
Okay.
where did you find it dubbed?
On a truck.
Talk to you later about that. And he basically goes, like she answers the call and all that, and he's like, I need to be excused. You just got here. And he's just like, I just remembered I'm sick.
Yeah,
It's
no.
basically how that just went down. Like, I'm sick. There's no talk about it being like a food or a frog. Never mentioned.
Yeah, no. In the original, in the subs, he ate a bad frog, and that's the reason he had to leave.
That's when you said frog, I'm like, okay, I know that we didn't watch the same movie.
Oh, I'm sure there's gonna be like radical differences because
Okay,
of
so
that.
now I need to know. This drove me nuts watching
Yes,
this.
yes.
Does Videl act insane in this movie?
No.
Like literally,
really.
like she goes from like night to day in the next two scenes.
No,
Like,
I mean, she's annoyed that her boyfriend is being an idiot, but that's
Yeah.
about it.
She goads this dude to kill himself.
No, she does not. Oh no, she does do that.
Oh,
She
she
does tell
does
him to kill
that, but
himself. She does tell him to
that's
kill
not
himself.
insane.
That
We've
no.
all yelled at somebody on the top of a building and say, do a flip.
Yeah. Fucking jump, bitch.
You do it, you won't.
Yep.
That's how you test them.
That's 100% the vibe she has in this scene.
It's just
In
like the
both.
scene in the other guys who's like, oh, he's flying.
Well, and then like I'm gonna skip ahead just a little bit because I need
Yeah,
to make sure
yep,
that,
yep.
this is even close.
Yep.
So like when they're trying to get into the toy box or the music box, she's still just like, this is fucking stupid. Don't do this. I hate all this noise. And then the next scene when they're going to go look for shit, she's like, how exciting is it gonna be to open up the music box? Aren't you just thrilled? Like she was acting quantifiably insane.
I don't think she bounces around as much on that.
Dude,
Yeah.
she went from night to day. It
I think
was
she's-
insane.
I think she's always kind of on board in the subs. I could be wrong though.
No, she was against it the whole way in the top.
No, like I think she's kind of on board in the subs. I could be wrong though. I watched it in 2 sittings.
That's fair.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm sure we're getting some differences. Also, so this is something I've noticed watching like subs of Dragon Ball over the last few years. Um, Goku like speaks noticeably different in subs than he does
Yeah.
in dubs. He sounds like he's got like maybe some Kansai going or something. Like he sounds like he's
What?
from he sounds like he's from the countryside. Like he uses a lot of
Oh,
ain'ts. He uses a lot of like conjunctions that you're not supposed to use at all. Like he sounds like he's from the countryside. Like he grew up on a farm.
As he's supposed to.
Yeah.
yeah, he grew up in the fucking woods with a hermit,
Yep.
right? Like, come on.
You can't call his grandpa Gohan a hermit. There was a person next to him.
Yeah.
Automatically disqualifies of being a hermit.
Yeah. So
Then what the hell is? Oh, never mind.
so we now let's actually get into the scene where they go to like save the old. So there's an old man who's about to jump, and like from the get go, like it is super obvious this old dude is like evil as
Evil?
fuck.
Oh yeah.
Like I do not get why like they like Gohan I could see giving him the benefit of the doubt. The it, so it makes sense in the dub why she's not on board with this. Again, Josh, correct me if I'm wrong. Like she's kind of on board with this in the sub, right?
After Gohan gets the box.
Yeah.
Because at first, she's definitely like, what are you doing? We need to get out of here. This is stupid.
Mhm.
And then she's like, oh, give it here. I can do this. Up, it's roasted. Throws it away.
Mhm.
And then they're like, oh, you know what? Bulma.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
then when you mention Bulma, then she gets into it.
So I think she gets on board earlier.
I guess.
Yeah. Um. No, I do love that she tells the old man to jump though.
Yeah, she's like, "What are you waiting for? We don't have all day."
Yep. And
I mean,
when
yeah, why make a spectacle out of it? Just do it.
when Gohan catches the old man, so the line he says in the subs is, "Couldn't you have saved me sooner? What if I had died?" Is that like kind of along the same lines for you?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and then we find out like, oh, we need to open this special music box, which I have
He
wrote.
also adds that he should sue.
No, I don't think he says that in this one.
That's an American thing for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, but yeah,
No kidding.
yeah. I referred to this as Pandora's box because like, duh. And if you can start the music, you release Tapion, and no one can start this fucking music box.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
So then Bulma scans it. They don't know how to open it, so they're gonna go find the Dragon Balls to try to wish it open.
We could just break it, but
Mm,
whatever.
well, then they might kill him.
That's a risk I'm willing to take.
Yeah, yeah. So another one that okay, so I went with I know the English names for these characters, so I like wrote them as the English names, I think.
Hmm.
But like there are some differences in names too.
We have to
So
summon Shenlong.
yeah, it's Shenlong in the subs.
I think it's Shenlong in
Eh?
the manga too.
Yeah, yeah. In the manga, yeah. In the dub, it's Shenron, but like close enough. Um, yeah. So
Shenlong's
they're gonna
better.
go summon Shenlong. So they go out on a journey to find the Dragon Balls.
Dragon, dragon,
I
breath of
love
the dragon.
So Goku is taking the old man who his name is Hoy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Um, my favorite one for like where the Dragon Balls are located is Krillin's.
Yes,
On top of the carousel.
it's
Uh,
in the monster um haunted house.
yeah. So
Oh yeah,
he's
the haunted house.
yeah, so he's surrounded by like all these like oh, there's a werewolf and there's like all these like yokai and ghosts and stuff. So that was like
And
kind
then
of a
there's
fun little one.
Frankenstein.
And Goku has to wrestle a lion.
And boy, is this warlock freaked out
Oh yeah,
when he sees it.
oh yeah. Well, like so Tapion his is like the hero of the world he's from. But like okay, so when they do eventually open the box, um, Goku specifically says like that Tapion has an incredible amount of ki. Um,
That's not mentioned at all in the dub.
oh, really?
Not even once.
Huh.
He has a tremendous
He is
power
never
level.
said.
Interesting. Because yeah, Goku specifically mentions he has like incredible ki.
Because they can't sense power yet, and they still need those scanners.
Yeah. So what do you think? Like, where do you think he stacks up among like the Dragon Ball Z characters? Like, if you had to guess, where does he fit in that area?
Do we ever
Super
see
Saiyan
him?
2,
Do we ever see
Goku.
him like really use his any of his power?
No.
Yeah,
I
at the very end.
He kind of yeah, but like that's kind of what I'm curious about is like
I
where he
think
kind of stacks up.
I bet he's below Super Saiyan 1 Trunks.
Are we talking like Future
Future
Trunks
Trunks.
or okay?
Yeah.
See, I feel like Goku wouldn't have called him like again. This is in the sub.
I got a different impression of him because that was never said.
Yeah, yeah. So my thought process is I don't think he's like I don't think he's Gohan or Goku or like Gotenks or even maybe Vegeta
He's
level.
probably he's probably at least better than Vegeta. Come on.
I was gonna say I think he's like in the ballpark, but
I
like
have
maybe
stuff
not
in my
full
hand that I
power.
can't show on screen that I'm shaking at you.
I
He's
know. Want
clearly
to touch
Super
it, but
Saiyan 2 like level.
I could see that. I would be
trying to
willing
find
to
the.
accept that.
I'm trying to find the part where Goku speaks when Champion's being summoned.
Boy, what an entrance, though.
It is honestly a really fucking cool
It's
entrance.
also seizure inducing though.
Oh yeah, no, this movie does not care if you like this movie was made in 1995. They don't give two shits about causing seizures.
Yeah, you want a seizure? Go watch Pokemon the Porygon episode.
When did that episode come out? I feel like these have to
Uh
be around the same time.
I think it
is it?
was
Does he say he has
98.
incredible key when Tapion is fully out?
No, when he's being released.
Yeah,
When
when
he's
when you
being
show him coming out and like the Warlock like admitting energy as well.
Mm-hmm.
okay. Let me replay that and see.
Yep. No, because again, I'm curious
Does he
where
say
you're.
it? Does he say it? Is he on screen when he says it, or is he off screen
Goku's on screen. It's the
when he says
exact
that?
moment where he fully materializes like in a green like hue.
Yeah.
It's right before that.
Oh, like is Gohan talking to him when he
It's
says that?
specifically stated at
Like, we don't
like
have the same
10
runtime.
minutes and 50 seconds.
Oh, we do have the same runtime. Okay, I'm 7 seconds ahead of you. Mine's at about 10:57, and
Yeah.
all it said is Gohan goes, "Dad, are you seeing this?" And Goku goes, "Amazing." All
Yeah.
it said.
Okay. Yeah, that would
Wow.
probably match up with what Goku says at that point in the subs is like that he has incredible ki.
No, like they're just like, "Do you even see this?"
Yeah. Okay. So it's a little bit different there.
Well, I think that honestly, like, because y'all think he's like clearly in no way lower than Super Saiyan 2. I think that lack of line in the dub is really damaging to Apion's character because I again think he's lower than a Super Saiyan 1.
I can see that based on like you don't see any actual feats that he does.
None.
Like if it wasn't for that line establishing that he had like basically a high power level, I wouldn't have assumed that he had anything to like write home about.
Yeah,
I would have assumed like
that's
n-
my perception of him. Like I think of him as an extremely minor character, like nowhere near the Z Warriors.
see, I can
That
see like I think if I didn't have that line, I would have put him at like above Trunks at Super Saiyan, but below Vegeta at Super Saiyan.
I'd be willing to adjust my. I don't think he's anywhere near Vegeta. Absolutely not.
Yeah, but again, based off of that line, I would guess he has to be in the same ballpark as Vegeta.
Yeah, with him
Otherwise,
having incredible power, he's probably a contender with the Z Fighters.
yeah, he would at least with like he's got to be at least above the kid Saiyans for sure.
Oh, I
Like blows them
absolutely.
out of the water.
And I guess too the way that like Kid Trunks really looks up to Tapion later, he's got to be either interesting enough, powerful enough, or both.
see, I base mine off of the fact that Goku had to go from Super Saiyan to just straight up Super Saiyan 3 to deal with this creature later on. Spoilers.
Hmm.
Well, I
But
don't think that
he's keeping up with Super Saiyan.
I don't think that had any. I don't think I had any impression about Tapion's power based on battling Harudegarn because they basically did evil containment on Harudegarn, and you don't need to be powerful to do evil
Yeah.
containment.
Also, you want to hear something else that might be a little weird for you? The
Go for
monster
it.
has a different name in the subs.
Yeah.
He's
It
not
also
Harudegarn,
he's Hildegarn.
like Hildebrand.
Yeah,
Da da da
Interesting.
da.
yeah, yeah,
It's
Hildegarn.
Hildegon.
I I think Harudegarn is
I prefer
again a little
Harudegarn.
better.
I prefer that, but I'm wondering if that's also just like I watched this when I was younger.
Yeah. No, I'm used to the name Shenron. If
Hmm.
it was Shenlong the whole time, like I don't know, I'd probably have the same but opposite impression.
Yep. But yeah, no, that was just a little note that I was curious about where you guys would place him in power level because of that.
No,
I
that's
also
good because I didn't get that line.
I also like that he is the second Ocarina player we are talking about today.
All we need to do is stream some Legend of Zelda.
Like, okay, so I'm not gonna lie, a little part of me wonders if like
What
if Orb was loosely inspired by this.
So
I wonder, but
he does
it
have
would
a
have to be
power
pretty low.
level in this.
Mhm.
He has a 30 million.
Okay, that means almost nothing to me.
So what? Yeah, what's Goku's power level in this movie?
Let me pull that up here.
Again,
Because it matters the timeline that you talk about their power levels because it's constantly
mhm.
power creeping,
Which is why I'm
which
kind
I
of
both
glad they.
love and hate.
I kind of love that they eventually did away with that, and then in Battle of Gods created a different power system.
I I'm a diehard super fan. I'm just saying.
I like
I love the god forms.
I
Though
like Super.
I'm going to go on it while we're waiting for this
Mhm.
look up here. I have a controversial take here. I
Okay.
think it should have always been just Saiyan God and then Super Saiyan Blue.
See, I was gonna say I think it should have been Saiyan God, yes, and then I think the blue form should have been Super Saiyan God.
Or no, yeah, Super
Yep,
Saiyan God.
yep,
Yeah,
yep,
that's not blue. Yeah, it should have been Saiyan God and then Super Saiyan God.
yep. I agree with you on that one.
That would have been so much simpler, and it's right in your face.
Yep,
Yeah,
I'm of the
well,
same
too
opinion.
bad.
But yeah.
Also, Veku. Vegito is Veku. That's how portmanteaus work. Like you can't just start doing whatever you want. Okay. God,
They had already used that once, though. They can't use it again.
not Veku's. Vegito is the bad form. Veku's the good form.
You son of a bitch.
You know I'm right. It matches
You-
with Gogeta. It's
Nope.
literally the other portmanteau of their names.
Nope, you're wrong.
No, I'm right though.
It's amazing how wrong you are.
So, any luck, Josh?
I'm pulling up some of the movie stuff now.
Okay.
But yeah,
yeah,
Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan is too fucking much.
yeah. While we're waiting on that, I also good character moment where like Tapion is genuinely pissed off that they opened the box, and the
Oh yeah,
box is destroyed in the process of being opened.
he's big mad.
Yep. Like I like that now that the box is open. Like it again, it's Pandora's box. Now that it's been opened, you can't put it back.
Yep. Because the box no longer exists.
Yep. And then Trunks and Goten try to track him down, and he does not like that.
It's
Then
funny that Tapion doesn't immediately attack Hoi if he knows what species Hoi is.
well, yeah, like he and we are shown later he recognized him.
Yeah, but he also knows that they're a genocidal
So base form
supremacist
Goku
species.
in this movie is 300 million.
Jesus Christ! So not even base form.
Dude, he's
So he's
Tapion is a bitch.
He's
But
just sandbagging him.
once you get into Super Dragon Ball Heroes,
Oh, fuck off, dude. You know
his
that's
power
less than
level
canon.
is 360 quintillion.
Sure.
Goku's or Tapion?
Tapion.
Whatever, man. You know that Ultra Instinct would smoke the shit out of that anyways.
No,
Yeah.
he's got Trunk Sword. Trunk Sword beats all.
Which, okay, so this is skipping way to the end. This is sort of trying to establish Trunks as becoming future Trunks, but that doesn't work.
It literally doesn't. Like,
Yeah.
this whole timeline makes no sense.
Well, like, so does this mean that future Trunks met this guy at some point?
Yes.
Because that also doesn't make sense, because how did they open the box in future Trunks' timeline? The Dragon Balls are gone.
And then how do they get rid of Hirudegan?
Yeah. Like, well, again,
because this is a different timeline.
But
But
it's
yeah.
not
They've
future
already-
Trunks' timeline, but it's not
No,
our original timeline.
No, because
It's-
he's
it's
already
that
went
third
back and killed that cell. He killed the cell that went back in time as well. So this is his like branched off timeline. So we have
So this is
future
the
Trunks.
timeline where Cell was killed in the larvae form.
Yes,
Yes.
so it's literally the branch off to this.
So they didn't get stronger to beat Cell.
Yes.
They didn't have that, like Gohan never got to Super Saiyan 2 form.
Except, okay,
But he doesn't go Super Saiyan 2 in this
Yeah,
movie at all.
that's-
I think
He
he goes
went
Ultimate, doesn't he?
he
goes
does.
3.
No, Gohan.
Oh, Gohan. Yes,
Yeah,
just
Gohan
ultimate.
goes Ultimate. Yeah. Anyway, so Master Roshi's a real fucking perv in the next scene
Well, that's
at the
Just him being him.
I think you mean Master Roshi is Master Roshi in the next
Yeah.
scene.
I mean, we said the same thing.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is definitely Dragon Ball Roshi.
Yeah. No, he's
He doesn't have Ultra Instinct yet.
okay. So, what kind of perviness does he bring up for you?
I don't even know what that question means.
Like, okay, because he's talking about like different.
Oh,
types
like what
of
did he
women.
say?
Yeah.
Oh. Let me go see real quick.
Because like I don't even understand I didn't bother to look it up, but he makes like a specific reference to like I have to assume it's like younger women in Japan, but I don't understand the reference.
Well,
And then
what-
he brings up older women while he's like pointing at Bulma, and that's why she hits him.
No, that's not why she hits him this time. Let me see.
Yeah, no,
It's a dessert.
it's a dessert woman. Is that what he's saying?
He
Basically,
when he
Peachy
points it, but
Peachy is a Filipino dessert.
it's like sweet women, I guess, or
I
something. Fuck if I don't know.
Okay, so
yeah, I don't know.
in Japanese, active, lively, energetic, or youthful girl.
So yeah, younger woman. Yeah, I get it.
The first thing that pops up on mine though is food,
Okay, cool.
as it should.
So like in the dub version, they're talking like, "Where is Hoy?" And Roshi comes over with his beer and goes, "He's probably out on a hot date, shorts in, you know," as he's pointing at Videl.
You mean his apple juice?
I mean, yeah.
He literally just says, "That's my Bulma. She can warm my heart," and then points at her boobs.
Yeah, no, he's talking about like older women. Like, maybe he's after an older woman instead.
Which would have been like, she's real sensitive about her age in Super.
Yep.
Always been super
Yeah.
sensitive
But now
about
there's
it.
no mention of age at all in the dub.
Okay,
No,
interesting.
I love how Goten is just being stupid ass Goten and burning himself.
Yep.
Over and over.
Yep, grabbing the
Yeah.
God, I
the
hate
food.
Goten.
Like Bulma says, just give it, no, great, we're getting advice from our lecher, and then he just turns around and says that line. Like that's just it, and she just hits him. He can avoid a shot. He can avoid several shots from Jiren, but he can't avoid a Bulma hit.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
because
because
Bulma's the strongest in the universe.
and they
Even Beerus felt it.
they
The only
forgot,
one more powerful would be Chi-Chi.
and
No, I think Bulma's more powerful than Chi-Chi.
I don't think so.
you also have to remember at this point they had forgotten early Roshi feats, like him being able to blow up the moon.
Yeah, he did do
Yeah,
that.
He did that
Wait.
super early.
No,
Yeah, no, he
there
blew
were
up the
two
moon.
moons.
It comes back, I think.
yeah. It's been a while
Yeah,
since you watched
they
Dragon
fixed
Ball,
the moon.
hasn't it?
Yeah, no, like he
Actually,
blows up the moon like
yeah.
super early.
Because Piccolo blows up the moon. I know that's true.
Yeah.
There must have been more moons.
I think they just
Or
keep wishing it back because it keeps causing like
You can
extreme
wish the moon
ecological.
back, but not King Kai.
Well, you got to remember they're causing ecological damage if they destroy the moon. Like the tides are just gone.
yeah, but King Kai, like, he'd be alright.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't you feel even a little bad for Bubbles?
Bubbles is the only one I feel bad about. He's the one that deserves it.
I don't know. I liked the cricket
That
guy.
cricket,
His
though,
name.
Gregory.
Gregory. I
Although
like Gregory.
I wonder what
just
his
because
name
his
is.
name is, I was gonna say, just because his name is Gregory, it's like the whole reason why I'm glad he's dead.
I wonder what his.
No, he's got a. It's like naming a cat Paul. Like that's a great name.
Ew.
So, the
Ew.
kids sneak off with food. I like this moment, but I feel like it's out of character where Goku moves one of the skewers closer so that Goten can grab it.
Like that was a
100%.
wholesome dad moment. Totally out of character.
Yep.
Yeah, that's because it's in the movie, so it's not canon.
Yes.
No, it's a different timeline where Goku was a dad.
Yeah. This is
He
the one where
established that.
this is the one where he like cared about his children.
Yeah, if
I
this was
wanted
like
I
actual
wanted more of
timeline, he
this.
would have just stolen the food.
No, I liked it. Yeah, it would have already been eaten.
Yep.
But yeah, I liked
He would
this.
just press Goten's hand on the fire.
Also,
Don't touch my food.
I do love I love that just based off of like further
Could not
materials
have done that.
that they must have chosen not to invite Hercule and Boo because they're not there and canonically going forward they are friends.
Goku just wanted
Yeah.
more food.
Yeah.
Well, I'm also saying here, like I felt kind of bad about this, but I didn't notice until he appeared. But I didn't miss
Vegeta?
Vegeta at all.
Mhm.
I literally didn't notice he was gone. I was like, oh, fuck, I forgot about Vegeta.
Vegeta's never home though.
Yeah, he's just constantly training.
He's
Yeah.
uncle.
No, he's a better dad.
Yeah, no, he trains with his kids sometimes. He spends time with his son.
Yeah, he
bad.
cares.
Yeah. So they bring
You really got to watch all of our shows to get some of these references, people.
Oh, and they're
That's
gonna
the
be like,
point of making the references.
dude.
These are call sideways all over the place.
Well, no. So also for the viewers, the way we record this is in one sitting. We're recording episodes for 3 different weeks because none of our shows line up quite right.
That's why we wear the same clothes.
The continuity here is gonna be nuts.
Oh god,
Oh,
I
yeah.
forgot my Dragon Ball shirt.
No, it's so like like.
See, Bulma and Chi-Chi.
Mm-hmm.
Best girl though.
No,
Chi-Chi's the worst.
no, Videl.
No, Vidal's fine.
No, Khalifa or whatever her name is.
Cauliflower?
Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah, the true monster.
Are we now gonna tell people that Wiz Khalifa's a monster?
Why? Why? Why does it? We don't need
Because
enemies.
she's friends with Anne Hathaway.
We don't need enemies.
Controversy. Yeah, so the kids drop off food for Tapion, and
Is he Tapion in the sub? 'Cause he's clearly Tapion in the dub.
I mean, I call him Tapion because I know it's Tapion.
Well, it feels better. Like Tapion sounds better.
Well, and then you can tell it's supposed to be tapioca.
Yeah, right. That's obvious. Yeah, just
And
totally. I didn't just make that connection just now.
And he's from
You
the planet
idiot.
Coconut.
He is from the planet Coconut. I love the word puns in this series. I love it.
Yep.
There's Harudagon has got to be something, right?
Well, it's Hildegarn.
Yeah.
So we have to look that up now. Yeah. So we also get the lower half of a kaiju destroying the city.
So sick, actually.
I actually really like this scene.
It's just a pair of pants wreaking havoc.
Yep. And a tail. I genuinely love that thing's tail. That tail's dope as fuck.
Dude, the way it like consumes the humans is fucked up.
Mm-hmm. No, like this is a fun design. Like this is I'll get to my final thoughts on this movie event. Like right now we're just going over the breakdown, but like this movie's there's some things I really love about it and some things about it that drive me fucking insane. Yeah. So I love that the military can't do anything about this, and I love that there's just smoke coming off of like the lower body where the upper body should be.
It's trying to fuse, yeah.
Yep, I think that's a really cool effect, having like this weird like purplish smoke coming off of it.
It almost evoked to me not smoke, but kind of like an ill-formed portal.
Mm-hmm. Which makes sense given what we see later on in the movie.
Yeah.
Especially when we see the upper body for the first time. Yeah.
I guess Gohan just destroyed his helmet.
He, like
okay. So the meaning of the name is not food.
No, it's not. It's the. Did you find?
It's the sound of a jaw dropping. Gone.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So they named the character Haruta. Gone.
Well, and they say that
based off the co-producer, Sorichi Haruta.
Okay, so it's that person's jaw dropping. Okay.
Yeah, because after he saw the design, his jaw literally dropped.
That's fair. I really like the design of this thing. I think I like its first form a little more than its second form, but like
yeah, it's just Cell. It's just Cell Max in his second form.
20 years before
It gets more Celly later.
30 years before Cell Max, yes. But yeah, no, I like the some elements that we see in this fight too. Gohan powers up, And we find out that this thing is only solid when it attacks. So you can only, like, it gets brought up later, like, you can only attack this thing when it's attacking. If you're trying to attack it any other time than it attacking you, you can't
It's literally
touch it.
yeah, that's literally a boss fight mechanic from a video game.
Yep.
So literally have
Oh.
2 people attack it at all times.
Basically.
Mm.
I want to point out one of my favorite little details when Gohan powers up, rather. His hair jumps up fast enough to shred his bandana.
Yep.
That's cool. Like,
Also,
I always wanted to power up as a kid. That would have been metal as shit.
also, any bystanders now know who he is. It's not just his classmates; it's just general public now.
Well, I feel like they had to know anyway, because literally at the beginning where they're talking to the warlock after they saved him, they literally just start calling each other Gohan and Videl.
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's more like not a secret identity, more like playing a part.
Mm-hmm.
I think after the Cell games, I don't care.
Saiyaman 1 as played by Gohan.
Yep. And then we get Saiyaman 3 and
You
4
said the
later.
Cell games didn't happen. Are you sticking with your own bit or not?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think anyone knows how this movie works. It's awesome, but I don't know how it works.
I need to know how the sword fits in. The sword literally, this could have just been a side story until the sword happened.
I think they
The
really
minute the sword happened, it became a weird thing.
I think they wanted this to set up that Trunks would become future Trunks, but it just doesn't work.
Yeah,
Not with
'cause then they
Goten
changed
and
his hair
Goku
color.
existing.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Or maybe they're setting it up that it's like a cyclical thing. Like eventually, well, no, that wouldn't even make sense to send this. There would be nothing. Ah, no, it doesn't make any sense.
Maybe maybe Goten died at a young age, and Gohan just forgot.
in this timeline, Goten dies at like 12.
Yeah,
He gets squished by Harudegan.
Yeah. I mean, we get somebody we get multiple
that's
people
why
who get
Trunks
squished
forgot
by
this.
him.
Like, that's why Trunks no longer uses the sword. He kills Goten by accident.
With the sword in the woods. He threw
Yeah.
the sword and it landed in Goten.
Yeah, Goten's just speared through against a tree.
And we're just
So
going to
dark.
cover this up.
She's
Yes.
just like, Trunks, have you seen Goten? No?
No. Who? Goten? You mean Goku? Yeah, he's over there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Goku's dead.
Hey, Trunks, you've had a sword for like 2 months. Where is that?
Put it up, storage.
My mom said I shouldn't have it anymore.
It's in a capsule.
Why is it in the pawn shop? No reason.
No.
Pours
so then,
concrete over him, so it's just a statue now.
Yep. So then we get Harudegar's lower body disappearing, and Tapion is walking through the rubble playing the ocarina, which they call a flute throughout this movie. It is an ocarina.
Yeah.
It's called a flute one time in the dub, and it's then corrected immediately.
It is called a flute the entire movie in the subs.
Wow, that's weird. Yeah, they call it an ocarina several times, or actually all but one time in the dub.
No, it is always called a flute in the subs.
And then we find out Tapion is a jerk and did not eat the food Trunks brought.
Yep.
Because rats are eating it.
Yep, and Trunks brings more food, and he freaks Trunks out.
Get out!
Yeah.
Okay, big brother.
Yep.
Oh, we literally see the moon in the next shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the moon is back a third time.
Yeah, they keep wishing the moon back.
Yeah.
What?
Well,
and don't forget, in GT it gets destroyed again.
You only get to summon Shinron once a year. You're using it to stop blowing up the moon.
No, they can summon it more time now. Little Green allows it.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as you don't use all,
where you could.
As long as you don't use both of the wishes, because he powered it up that it had 2 wishes.
I thought he had 3.
No, he has 2.
2.
At one point, it had 3.
No, he has 2, but you can wish multiple people back to life. if he bumped it up to 3, it would have to follow the Namek rules, and it could only bring one person back at a time.
Yeah.
Anyway, though, Tapion sleeps, and then we get Rudigarn's upper body showing up because if he sleeps, Rudigarn can escape his body.
Yeah. This one missed leg day.
Yeah, this one's all about chest and back and nothing else.
And adjusted back, adjusted back.
Also, I love
No,
Rudigar's
it's
head.
3 wishes. It's 3 wishes because in Super, we get the kids. The fucking Shu and
My
what my get 2 wishes, and then they also they ask Shenron to find someone. So there's 3.
Yeah, well,
There's
those
3
are the
wishes.
Black Star Dragon Ball, so we don't count those.
Yep. The world's gonna blow up.
Yeah.
Black Star. What?
So anyway,
You know, the ones that crack
What?
and release the
I don't
dragon?
even know. That didn't happen. I don't know what you're talking about.
yep. So anyway, yeah, uh, upper body's there. It's cool. I like its head a lot.
Like I said,
Yeah. It's very, very
head-like.
humanoid skull.
Which eventually becomes just a beetle.
It's even worse. Body, though. Great. Looks great.
Yep.
Okay, I just want to say, old man, like alien in warlock form, so cool looking.
Mm-hmm.
In the ninja form, or
Yeah.
Yeah, where he's all like trying to hide his identity from.
it
These...
reminded me of like Aladdin and the King of Thieves, which would have been coming out around this time. Or actually, that one was later.
That movie was also inspired by this. Yeah. So Tapion uses the ocarina to subdue the monster again, and then we cut to morning.
Oh, literally, King of Thieves came out the next year.
Yeah. So yeah, now Trunks brings more food, and we're told by Bulma that she thinks that he's doing this because Trunks is jealous that Goten has an older brother and he doesn't, so he wants Tapion to be his brother.
Vegeta
Right.
better get to work.
That's not how that works. He never gets to be the younger brother.
He could have future Trunks back.
But that's
Wouldn't
just
that
him
be
with extra steps.
Wouldn't that be such a fucking trip? Oh yeah, I have an older brother now. It's just me from a Mad Max timeline.
And if I touch him, a paradox forms and we all blow up.
Oh, like he's antimatter.
Yep.
Yes.
Also, for some reason, now his hair
Dude,
is blue.
imagine what a fusion would look like.
That's in one of the games.
A Trunks fusion.
Yeah, that's in Dragon Ball.
It's just
Fusions.
Trunks.
That's in Dragon Ball Fusions. I'm almost certain.
It's not. He doesn't get like he gets like shorter. He just like Trunks like meets in between the height.
Yep. Yeah. And Trunks is pissed off because a cat's eating food because he just keeps leaving food and Tapion doesn't eat. Which I feel like after a while, you like if I were Trunks, I'd be like, do you like eat food? Is that like a thing you do? Like at a certain point in time, you have to wonder if he's not eating food because he doesn't want to eat your food, or if he just doesn't eat.
So he's just like Piccolo. He just
Yeah.
absorbs water
Yeah, he's just
and
photosynthesizing.
photosynthesize.
Yeah. Like, wouldn't that just be a kick in the teeth? Like, yeah, I don't know why you keep leaving this like dead stuff here. I just sit in the sun for a while and I'm good.
I can't eat this. I can only eat rock. That's why I came here.
Yeah,
This building of rock.
I eat concrete. God damn it. But yeah, now the old man shows up, tries to get the ocarina, and we have this tense moment where like they're both trying to convince. Well, Tapion doesn't try to convince very hard, but the old man's like, "Listen, you need to give me the ocarina. It's not what you think. I lied before, and he's actually like, you need to give it to me. You can't give it to Tapion. Like, I
Come
lied when
on.
I said that he was a hero. Give me that fucking thing."
But you're clearly dressed like a villain now.
Oh yeah. And Trunks is like,
No.
Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna give it to the cool dude. I'm not giving it to you, old man. You clearly want this too much. I'm gonna give it to the guy that's been ignoring me for a while, because he reminds me of my dad.
God.
He could be family at this point.
Honestly.
He's
Yeah,
just saying that I finally have my own big green.
Yep.
Big pale.
Big ginger.
Big ginger. I'm going to name him Gingy.
Does
And
your
he
hair
will
just
be
grow
mine.
like that, or do you have to shave?
No, it's actually an organ.
These
Wow.
are fruits that come off of me. Oh, so you are a
Oh
plant.
God.
No, I do like that Tapion's like, all right, you're cool, kid. I'll go eat with you.
Like, fine.
Yep,
Before he has a PTSD attack.
yep. I also wrote down Videl thinks it's amazing Trunks became friends with a hero. In parentheses, she's dating the guy who killed Cell, and his dad killed Boo. How is this cool? How is this any different than anything else you've experienced in the last year?
This guy has a sword.
But this guy says so.
Valid. He's
Okay.
given big
Big sword
energy.
energy.
Yeah, he's given energy like that one dude who also showed up to fight Cell. You mean Trunks from a different timeline? Wait, what? Oh, so this is a question I've always wondered. How much of before she met Gohan, like, how much does she know about what happened before she met Gohan? Like, she obviously knows that he fought Cell and killed him, but like, does she know about the other stuff that went on?
She would have to, because when
No
she's
way.
becoming Saiyaman 2, he's like, I learned this on another planet by a group of villains. Now follow my movements.
Yep. I learned this from a bunch of weird ass aliens.
I just that
One that
trope
was
is
almost
just-
completely naked that fought my father.
Yeah.
And then one that was completely naked. Frieza. Raccoon.
Yeah. No, I'm just curious, like, because at a certain point of time, like, she would have had to have a nervous breakdown. Like, wait, so you're telling me that this little kid who's been just following us, he time traveled from the future. So, like, how
He
fucking earth shattering would it be if, like, you were raised to believe your dad was the greatest hero in the world, and he's just some dude, and then you find out, like, oh, and there's all these people who have like superpowers out there who are
still
actually
stronger than
heroes.
Yamcha.
Yep, yep. And then you find out, like, oh, and there's magic, and there's Dragon Balls that can grant wishes, and there's aliens out there, and you're dating one, and there's also
No,
time
he's
travel.
not an alien. He's not alien. He's terrestrial. He's
And
part alien.
Yep.
somehow there is a floating building in the sky that no one has discovered really through planes or shuttles that contains God
Yes, and God is an
and
alien.
Little Green.
Yep. There's an alien up there who pretends to be God, and then
You
there's
know
the
it
genie.
moves.
I'm talking about Popo being the God here.
Yep. Yep. There's a genie. He's terrifying.
There's also Corin up there too, in
Yeah.
a different tower
Yeah. And he's in a gay relationship with.
with Yajirobe.
Yep. That's
Who
actually, like,
also has a sword.
I consider
He
them
has a katana, to
I
be specific.
consider their relationship to be canon, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's 100% canon.
Yep. Anyway,
What do you mean I'm being progressive? I came to their wedding, didn't I?
but yeah,
God
so
damn it, I'm using their names.
again, I just thought it was like ridiculous that this is what she thinks is amazing, given everything she's learned over the last year. But whatever. Uh,
Whatever.
and then Trunks asks if Tapion has a brother, finds out he did. They're from the planet Conuts, which is coconuts. And then I wrote down the sub's called the Kaiju Hildegarn. We've already talked about that. And it destroyed their home. And then there were a bunch, like, is this where they talk? Yeah, okay, yep. And then he leaves. And when he talks to Bulma, we find out that Hirudegarn is sealed inside of his body because a bunch of evil warlocks took this totem and turned it evil with some bad juju.
A bunch of genocidal supremacist warlocks did it, in fact.
Yeah, it doesn't bring that up at all in the subs.
Oh no, in the dub, they're literally a race of aliens that believe themselves to be the best race in the universe, and they eradicate everything that is not them.
Yeah, that's not in the subs at all.
They're
They're
even more
basically
space Nazi
they're
than
space Nazis.
Frieza.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude, like literally they're space Nazis. The whole thing is like they were working to eradicate all species in the universe except for their own because
yeah,
they are the superior beings.
yeah. That's not in
Literally
this one at
using
all.
those words.
Yeah, that's not in this one. That's not in this one.
I'm serious.
They're
I
just
believe
like trying to dub this like, huh, what would work here? Space
Space
Nazis.
Nazis.
you. Hmm.
It's terrible.
Are, isn't that already a thing in the Iron Sky movies? Nah, fuck it, Space Nazis.
Hmm. Oh, and then we find out they
Yeah,
were.
they're like literally like the shot where you see Hirudegarn back in the flashback. It's like, yeah, they were working to cause the extinction of my species.
Yeah, no, it's not brought up at all. Like, does it even
So,
actually like? Obviously, they're different species, but did it even say they're like different species, Josh?
They give
I
a
don't,
name to the alien species that Hoy is a part of.
I don't know, but like, I just now that you're saying that, like, it makes it even worse that they literally brought back a what is essentially a golem
Hmm.
that they try to use against their own people.
Yeah, I mean
They're they're
they thought
literally
that so like Tapion's people thought that that thing had been sealed away, and then they uh land on planet Coconut and reawaken it so that it can be used as a weapon against all other species in the universe.
No, it's just a totem, and they use their evil energies to turn it evil.
No, it was like in the dubbed, it was a creature that had been sealed away by their people long ago.
Yeah, no, in this one it
yeah.
was a totem that they filled with negative energies to turn evil.
How
They're
what
just
a
sitting there
different cut.
spouting like slurs at it.
Yeah, yeah, no, like, yeah, that's a radical difference between the two versions.
Yeah, it is.
That's kind of
Good
crazy.
God.
Yeah, because it doesn't even actually say that. Like, hypothetically, they're all from the same planet.
No, like he literally calls Hoy's people aliens.
Yeah, I don't think they're. I think they're from the same. I mean, they might be from different worlds, but I don't remember that being mentioned. Was that mentioned, Josh?
Hoy
I'm trying
was a
to.
member of the Koshvar, an alien race
No, in this they
who
were
who
warlocks.
who believe
Hmm.
themselves to be the superior race in the universe.
No, in this they're just warlocks.
They traveled the stars using their dark magic.
Yeah, again, they're just
To,
warlocks in this.
yeah,
They're just warlocks. Like they
liter-
live down the street, I guess.
All right,
Yeah.
hold on. Let me repeat this to you.
Hmm.
The superior species in the universe. They traveled for eons. They traveled the stars using their dark magic to hunt down and exterminate all life forms different from their own. On Konos, they revived an evil thought destroyed by his ancestors.
No, this was like it wasn't evil. They turned it evil, and
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a totem.
There
was
was
just
a
like,
sack of warlocks that drifted in from somewhere.
yeah, so it doesn't actually say where they're from. They might have even been from the planet, but like, yeah, it never says where they're from.
No, they call them. They name them in the dub the Koshvar, and they're aliens seeking the extermination of all life forms that are not them.
Yeah, no, that's again, that's way different.
Yeah, no, they
Pretty
just took.
darn.
Yeah, they literally just say on here that they took all the wicked energy from Planet Coconut and infused it into the totem.
Yeah,
I watched a different movie.
yeah, that's actually really wild. I'm kind of happy that we watched different versions of this because that's
We need to make
Yeah,
sure that we
yours is
continue to do that.
mhm,
yeah, yours is essentially not seeing Hebrew lore in space
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
versus this is just people spouting bad words at a statue.
Yep.
No, I got red supremacists.
Yeah, no, this is yeah, again, it's wild. Oh, and then Bulma makes a chamber for Tapion to sleep in because he hasn't slept.
I 100% believe it failed because he didn't close the door.
Yeah, he didn't realize there was a button to close it, and that's why it didn't
You
work.
gotta seal it.
Yep. I mean, well, I kind of like the idea of this. I'm happy it didn't work, obviously. Does this make Bulma a worse scientist? Because it didn't.
She doesn't quite fully understand what she's up against.
That's fair.
I I think it would have worked if the other half wasn't so close.
That's fair too. It does kind of imply that like the closer they get, the more sway they have over each other. But yeah. So Tapion has some fucked up dreams, and then he loses control, and the two halves combine to become Hirudegarn again. And okay, so
The true fusion.
this bothered me. So Tapion plays the ocarina, and it doesn't work because the ocarina is now useless. Like it even says that, I believe, right?
Yeah.
And then later on, he does it again, and it works again suddenly.
No,
Well, yeah, that's because he had a power up to Super Saiyan level.
he
Yes.
never said it's useless in the dub.
Yeah, no, it is specifically said that it is useless at that point, and then it works again later. So that's a solid fix of that, because that was a huge plot hole in my opinion. Yeah. Then we get like a fight. The fight's okay. It's not like amazing. I think that Fusion Reborn has like the best fights in the movies, but
Mm-hmm.
this is okay for what it is. This one's more of a plot movie than an action movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I
this is
do
why
love
we
Fusion
never got a
Reborn though.
Trunks movie again.
Then we finally get Vegeta showing up for the first time in this movie at the climax.
Get a rude destroying a man's home,
Yep.
but Vegeta is the first one to land an actual hit on it.
No. Pretty sure Gohan landed a solid hit.
No, Gohan's a bitch.
Okay.
But it's
Until we get into beast form again.
but we do know that the person that causes the most damage to it, this form, is Gotenks, where he causes it to molt, and now it's just
Yeah.
a bug that breathes fire.
Oh god.
Yeah, again,
I
I
would have
think,
loved it though if they failed the fusion.
yeah.
That would have been fine.
Mhm.
Though I will say, when did Vegeta become the savior and have a shield power?
Yeah,
Uh,
he learned it from 17.
That was clearly 17's technique.
yep.
Yeah, it's definitely his barrier.
17 is the only character canonically who bothered to learn a defensive move.
All techniques are aggressive.
Yep. Again, he's the only one that ever like created a technique that was like purely for defense. That's crazy to think about.
Yeah, the only one that's close to it is solar flare.
Yeah. But
And
even then, yeah.
it's damaging.
Mhm. Yeah. So Tapion plays the ocarina, and it works this time. And now he tries to seal all of Harudegarn inside of him.
And boy, does he try to get Trunks to murder him.
Yep.
You got to do it.
Yeah. You have to kill me. Kill me now. Let me die a hero. Be a hero. Like he's just like throwing the word hero around so much. You want to be
Would
a
have been like,
hero, right?
if you really want to be my brother, then kill me.
Yeah. You can
Well,
be a
you'll be
hero and make sure I'm still a hero by letting me die. And by letting me die, I mean ram that fucking sword through my heart.
don't be a little bitch. Kill me. Do it. Do it.
Jesus.
Yep.
Dare you.
And then I like Harudegarn crushes Hoy.
Oh my god, seeing the little blood stain when he walks off.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Man, they
Uh,
don't make Dragon Ball like that anymore.
yep. And then we finally get Goku taking this fight seriously and turning Super Saiyan 3.
Because nobody wants to
Finally.
power up to the max just to finish the fight off. We
Yep.
have to destroy half the city first. Otherwise, what's the fun?
Yeah.
This is why Goku's the villain. This is why Jiren wanted him dead.
Yep.
Come on.
Yeah, so then Dragon Fist, and we done with that fight.
Pretty good Dragon Fist, though.
Why
It
doesn't he
is.
just always use the Dragon Fist? It always kills him.
It's also the only
Pretty good
technique he
Dragon
came up
Fist.
with himself.
You're right.
Yeah, and
Because
then
he's stolen everything else.
yeah, and then Tapion uses the time machine, which
To go
now,
back 1,000 years and resets everything that they just did.
yep, and now Bulma. Apparently, we've hit the point where Bulma can create time travel. This seems a lot earlier than last time, but whatever.
Yeah.
And
She
last time she committed herself to learning how to do time travel. Although I guess technically she would have known how to do it because she already had it. Because of the cell time
Yeah, she just
machine.
basically reverse engineered it, right?
Yeah.
What if this is Blue Hair Trunks' timeline?
This is the blue hair Trunks.
You think that that's a different than the original Future Trunks?
Yeah, I think they actually admit it
Yeah.
Where do they say that?
in that one thing.
You're a liar.
I wouldn't definitely, but
Dirty,
not right now.
dirty liar.
Anyway, this movie ends with Tapion leaves his sword to Trunks, and then we get a montage of future Trunks, heavily implying that this Trunks somehow becomes future Trunks, even though he can't become future Trunks.
They did the writers forgot several plot points.
Yeah. I like this movie a lot. Like I
It's
think
fun movie.
this is
I
one
mean,
of the
to be
movies that I have
fair,
problems with.
it could just be the fact, like, yes, the androids are dead, but he still comes back just to kill Frieza.
But he
'Cause-
wouldn't need to warn the.
No, he literally just comes back to kill Frieza in this timeline. That's it.
Yeah, he shows up, kills Frieza, disappears.
And fucks off.
No one knows what happened. It's real fucking confusing and unsettling for everyone.
Yeah,
They
like, they don't
spend
show him fighting the androids or anything, just dead Frieza.
Yeah. All right. Cool, I
That's my
guess.
headcanon now.
Yeah. Well, I think okay, so like correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's that fight and the fight where like he fights Goku and Goku fights with his finger are the only times he really uses the sword much because it just disappears after a while.
Yeah, he doesn't after after he and Vegeta go into the
Time
hydraulic time chamber. It's never seen again.
Yeah.
he he left it in there, that son of a bitch.
It is now just always there.
Yep.
He left it for his younger self to find with the jacket.
I
Smells
feel like that
beans.
jacket needs an origin story now.
Yep. So yeah.
Read the manga.
Yep.
No, shut up.
So yeah. Again, I like this movie. I think there's some obvious glaring problems, and I actually think the dub fixes some of those. Like from the sounds of it, because like there's never really a strong indication of why Hoy's people did what they did.
They give a pretty good reason why they were the bad guys in the dub.
Yep. And
Well, okay when Tapion throws Trunks the sword, does he say to him, "Here, this is yours. I think it was always yours."
I don't know about the second part.
Yeah, he literally says, "I think it always was," or something to that effect.
Let me rewind this.
Yeah. Now that's
Let's see here. Oh, as long as we have the time machine, you can see him again. Oh, that's right. Trunks. Says, "Oh, you're giving me it, the sword? Yeah, I don't need it anymore. After all."
yeah.
That is significantly different. The implied this has always been yours.
Yeah, I don't need this.
Yep.
I'm only going back in time to paradox myself, as there will always be me there fighting this monster with my brother who already has the ocarina, and then myself already has the sword.
Don't think about it too much.
Yep.
But in the fight, like in the past, they show him dying as a child. But during like the main fight, they show him fighting Harudagon
So I
with
think
two adult forms.
so. I think. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong on this one. So I think that starting one, that starting scene, is
In the
him,
credits?
like the starting scene, like the first scene where we see
Oh,
like his little brother. I
yeah.
think that's after is before the rest of this movie, but way after the flashbacks. I think that's a flashback to what happens after the music box is opened in that other galaxy. I think that's him getting crushed by just legs Harudagarn.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
And then that other dude had different hair color. I think he was just some third guy. Because I think
The
he's like the
wizard guy?
priest that helped them. Because I think he's a
Mm,
priest in the I think he's a priest in the subs. Also, I just had a
And he's a
bunch of
wizard in the dub.
okay. I mean,
sure.
sure, why not?
Why not?
Yep. Yeah. I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts on this movie as a whole?
It's better than any of season one of the new Doctor Who.
You're talking
You're
about
re- you really gotta watch all the shows now.
I'm assuming you're
Uh,
talking about the uh Ruby Sunday season.
Yeah.
that's correct.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, he has
And
purple hair.
you're totally wrong. Rogue and the Devil's Cord were great. You're just wrong. Uh,
I said better than the whole season. I never said those ones were bad.
you're being obtuse.
No,
I
being
like it. It's
obtuse.
maybe it may be in my top 3 for these movies, along with Broly and Fusion Reborn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty close. Bio Broly though is definitely above this.
And I quit again.
See, I
You're
don't think
just doing that to twist me off.
I really want Bio Broly to be in Xenoverse 2. Like, legitimately, I want Bio Broly in
If
this.
there's anything that needs to stay away from Xenoverse 2, it's Bio Broly.
I need Bio Broly. Okay. I know it's bad, and that's why I like it.
It's a Scooby-Doo villain with spiky hair.
Yes.
And it's melty.
He is all gooey.
He's like a little goo boy.
Horrible.
I'll say for me, I don't know exactly where this falls. Like, it's not my top 3. I don't think that. For like the original, and we're not going to include like the like
The super
Battle
ones?
of God. Well, yeah, anything that like either was turned into Super or came after Super, but like.
Oh, I was just
Yeah.
saying Z movies.
Yep, yep. Well, I mean, no, but that would still hypothetically involve Battle of Gods and Resurrection F. I'm gonna put those to the side because those are Dragon Ball Z movies. They were made before Super. They are Z movies. They're not Super movies. They caused Super to exist, but they existed prior to Super.
Oh well, then that completely that
Yeah,
no, those two movies are much better than any other Z movie.
yeah, that's why I'm saying we're gonna set them to the side for right now because
Mm-hmm.
they were made so much after the others too. They're only like 20 plus years after the others. But no, I was gonna say, it's. I think it might be in top 5 for me. It's not in top 3. Because Fusion Reborn is like probably number 1 for me. Then I
Yeah.
have this. I have like a super weird soft spot for, and like I know this isn't a great movie, but I have a soft spot for it. BoJack Unbound.
Yeah.
I genuinely
Never
like
got
that
into
movie.
that.
I'm
I
with him on that.
I genuinely like that movie a lot. And then the third one is probably Broly, but I also have a soft spot for the first Cooler movie too.
Yeah, Cooler's up there for me too.
It's just so much cooler. Ah.
But we can all agree that Super Android 13 exists.
Oh, yes.
Can we agree on that?
Yes. He's a Thane. He'll always be a Thane.
Yeah, we can never ignore his trucker hat.
So cool.
Yep. Um, yeah. I don't know. With that, I guess we're gonna call this one. Tune in at some point when we talk about a movie that has actual Nazis in it instead of space Nazis.
Iron Sky?
No, Fusion Reborn.
Oh.
Fusion Reborn has Hitler in the movie.
That's true.
It has Hitler say the line in the dub. Blonde hair, blue eyes, super strength. I shouldn't be fighting them. I should be recruiting them.
Yep.
Oh fuck, I forgot about that.
Yep.
Yep. All right, tune in next time.
Ooh.
On Mega Mustard.
Yeah,
Tune in
bye-bye.
next time.